Sometimes they look like they're floating through traffic, carried along by the current, serene. Other times, it's more like they're swimming with sharks, ducking and diving their way through a world where the humble cyclist can get swallowed up by traffic or crowds or both in the blink of an eye. Cycling in London can be hard graft. Those who dare are part of a select club, accounting for just 2% of journeys made, and most of them by men. Enter the Mammal, the nickname earned by middle-aged men in Lycra who seem to be channeling the Tour de France.
Yeah, they're annoying. They're really annoying. They're just aggressive to everyone. I try to ignore them.
Susan Lund has been cycling to work for 4 years.
It is aggressive. I'm not an aggressive cyclist, but I think a lot of women feel that it is quite confrontational.
Mammals have even been singled out by city planners as a bit of a problem as London tries to reimagine itself as a cycling city of the future. Carolyn Pidgeon heads the Transport Committee for the London Assembly.
We have got to make sure it's not just those white men in Lycra of a certain age cycling, and that gives the wrong image as well. With cycle superhighways as well, it's all about fast powering rather than pottering along on your bicycle with a basket at the front, the sort of more traditional view you might have.
Last year, just 27% of London's cycling journeys were made by women and only 15% by ethnic minorities. City planners say there must be more diversity in the cycling lanes if the trend of people swapping cars for bikes is to grow.
Brilliant. Okay, good morning, everybody. It's a really exciting day today.
Trainers from Cycle Confident getting a class ready to go out on the road to cycle over to Hyde Park.
So we're always cycling with our fingers over both of our brakes, using our gears. Let's go.
The Bike Skills Company works for a number of different boroughs across London.
So we're going to turn round here,
offering cycling courses for all levels.
London is under pressure to reduce the carbon footprint and congestion and create more sustainable city environments.
Marketing Director Brian Beausoleil admits he himself fits the Mammal mold, but he says courses like these are about helping all kinds of cyclists feel just as comfortable on the road.
They want to see people who would not normally ride on a road to get on the road to do their errand or take the children to school or to shop or to commute.
Dina, you're at the back because you're the strongest. You're not at the back because you're in the dog box.
Most who sign up are women. Maria cycled as a girl back in Portugal and wanted to brush up. She's now been coming for years. Candy is a beginner who wants to commute to work.
I wish, there are ways and means sometimes of getting to places just on a bike. Sometimes it's impossible or scary.
The Mayor of London, Sadiq Khan, has pledged to double the number of cyclists on the roads within a decade. At pro-cycling rallies like this one, he's preaching to the converted, and the city has made great strides over the past decade. There are now 6 cycle superhighways designed to carry bike commuters into the center of London and across it quickly, and 5 more potentially in the works. But not everyone is on board, especially taxi drivers like Neil Johnson.
Cycle lanes have been a massive, massive disaster for most of London.
Johnson insists the routes are underutilized and creating gridlock. He calls the diversity argument a red herring.
They realise they're not as popular as everyone makes out. So they're now trying to find excuses for the reason why no one's using them.
But more than 1 million cyclists have used the 2 flagship cycling highways since February, and for many, that's a success. As for diversity, cycling advocacy groups say there's really only one sure way to get more people on their bikes, and that's to make the roads safer. Fran Graham works for the London Cycling Campaign.
There's a lot of stuff that can be done, a lot of programmes that do work to get more diverse people into cycling, but if you train someone and then they go out and they don't have anywhere safe to cycle, they're not going to continue to cycle.
In other words, if you build it, they will come. Just ask Candy back at her cycling class.
I want to cycle on my own. I will get there. You watch this race. I'm going to do it. I've got a bicycle now.
Let's go.
A few more road warriors ready to go, albeit maybe a little kinder and gentler. Margaret Evans, CBC News, London.